Here we are, guys. Yes, I've upgraded. I've bit the bullet and gone for a Samsung Odyssey G9 monitor, 49 inches of curved glory. What a beast of a monitor this thing is. It's something that I've wanted for quite some time, an ultra-wide monitor, even back when I was back in the kitchen for you OGs. And yeah, it was always a little bit at my price range. Of course, they don't come cheap, but it's something that is definitely worth the money, in my opinion, in the short time that I've had my hands on this thing. Because as I record this, I've only had this for 2 days, and wow, such a crisp image. I'm really not suffering with the lack of field of view, as some of you guys may have suggested with triples. And yeah, I did run a poll, didn't I, not too long ago, in regards to an important sim rig question: triples or ultra wide. And to be expected, the result came back overwhelmingly in favor of triples. But yeah, I'd kind of already made my mind up, guys, to be honest with you. I was just curious to see what everyone had to say. And yeah, while of course coming from VR to this, I'm going to lose a lack of immersion and a lack of field of view. But do you know what? I really am not suffering with it, in my honest opinion. I feel like I've got more than enough. I may need every now and then to flick a button to look left or right to see if someone's alongside me, but no, I think I've actually got more than enough field of view. I did try triples not too long ago, my first ever experience at the Mercedes Esports HQ. I thought I'd just drop that in there. And to be honest, I didn't really take my eyes too much off of the main screen that was in front of me. So yeah, look, of course, one day I'll probably get triples, but for now it is this absolute beauty. And well, you may be wondering, why have I not gone to triples? Why have I gone to an ultra wide, and why am I moving away from VR? Well, let's answer the first question. Triples. The reason I haven't gone to triples is one, just a bit of space. This actually doesn't take up as much space as what a set of triples would, 3 27-inch monitors. And also, this is able to be, at this moment in time, put up on a stand where I have more than enough room to have it displayed kind of as close as I possibly can, in a relative position to what I would have if I had some mounts, which actually Next Level Racing are kindly providing me, which will be here very soon, which I'll do a separate video on. So I'm going to have a primary monitor mount, and then I'm going to have an overhead monitor mount as well. So my primary monitor from previous, which you probably saw in that video where I panned round to show the side and curve of the monitor, that will be going overhead. And yes, it may or may not have been an issue, but I erred on the caution side of things in regards to making sure I could support this monitor rather than triples. I have read, of course, it depends on what type of monitors you get and what kind of graphic settings you run, etc. But from a content creation perspective, I need to make sure that I've got enough in my system to run a monitor and record and stream at the same time in a decent enough quality. And well, this ultra wide is a little bit easier on this system, even though it is 1440p. It is easier on my PC system than it is what I've read triples would have been. I erred on the side of caution. While this is probably more expensive than what 3 triple monitors would have costed me, yeah, I didn't want to also upgrade my GPU at the same time. I've got a 2080 RTX or any other elements, while also laying out the cost for triple monitor setups, stands, and everything else, etc., that may come with it. Plus, the easiness of setting up this ultra wide monitor has just been an absolute breeze. Plug and play straight out of the box. The stand was slide in, easy as you can be. I can't, of course, setting up the color correction and brightness, etc. But it's been perfect straight out of the box. So easy peasy. And yeah, why have I moved away from VR? Well, that is probably the most important question that you guys are thinking about, because why would I leave all of that immersion for even a curved monitor? Well, it's mainly come down to content creation. Of course, I want to move the channel forward. I want to branch out into other sims, and VR at the moment is limiting that. I can only really there is only really sufficient VR support on iRacing to stream and create decent enough content on. Auto Ballista 2 has good VR support, but trying to record at the same time, I do have to sacrifice some recording settings. And of course, we know the state of ACC and R Factor 2 in VR. It's just not suitable enough to race consistently on, strains the eyes, etc. And yeah, I haven't upgraded my VR headset either, because that is a costly purchase anyway. You're talking for the upgrade that I probably would have wanted. You're looking at probably minimum 500 to 700 English pounds, and then I'm also probably looking at increasing my GPU and my PC system as well, which is of course more money on top of it, which I just wasn't willing to do. But it's mainly come down to content creation, because streaming in VR, while I've made it work, is very faffy, and sometimes I do sit there and I'm like, oh, as much as I do want to stream to you guys, I don't want the faff of having to stick my headset on. And once I ordered this, I didn't even want to put the VR headset on, because I was like, I'm done with it. But VR is not going away, that is for sure. I'm still keeping the Oculus Rift S headset, and I will dip in and out of some content in VR every now and then. And keep an eye out on VR support for future sims and games as well, because VR is the future, in my opinion. It's only going to get better. It's only going to become more accessible and become more user-friendly as well. Whether it's in our lifetime, there will be a point where it is a case of just putting on a pair of glasses and that is it. You're in. So yeah, while I am losing that immersion and being able to turn my head, etc., in the limited time that I've had this monitor, I really don't feel like I've suffered whatsoever in regards to field of view and that immersion. It's different. I've gained some immersion, which is hard to explain from someone going from VR to monitor, but the curved nature of this screen, with how wide it is and with the crispness of the detail as well that I'm now getting, I'm truly seeing what iRacing and what other sims can provide. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to bringing more varied content to you guys. Of course, primarily always around F1, because I love F1, but I will be dipping in and out of the like of ACC, R Factor 2, F1 22, or the F1 games moving forward. I'd like to see what they have to provide. And yeah, just not be a one-trick pony and keep things to iRacing. As much as I love iRacing, yeah, it will. I want to diversify a little bit. So yeah, that's primarily my reasons, guys. I'm really looking forward to bringing some more content to you. And what I'm going to bring to you now is I'm going to bring you some third-person views. So right behind me, I have my old C920 Logitech camera. Now I've going to do the over shoulder image so that you can see me drive just a couple of laps in some different cars, F1, F3, GT3, etc. And yeah, while it doesn't pick up the crispness of the image that is displayed on this monitor, because it's not got the best camera quality, the C920, it does give a perspective of the image that I'm going to be seeing, and a peek behind the curtain, as they say. So yeah, let's head into it. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and enjoy.